Under the heat of the Savanna sun, a mighty king meets a creature that refuses to bow. In the vast, sun-drenched expanse of the African savanna, a silent drama unfolds, governed by ancient laws of survival and dominance. Here, life is a constant negotiation between strength and will, a test of spirit written in the dust. The honey badger creature of legend, bold, resilient, and famous for a fearlessness that far exceeds its compact frame, navigates this world with an almost defiant confidence. It is a symbol of tenacity, a small but formidable force of nature that has earned its reputation through countless displays of unyielding courage. Its world is one of constant challenge, where every day is a battle won not through might alone, but through an indomitable spirit that simply refuses to be broken. This creature, small as it may be, carries the heart of a giant, moving through the tall grasses with a purpose that is both inspiring and intimidating. On the other side of this ancient stage stands the lion, powerful, dominant, and the undisputed ruler of this domain. The lion is the very embodiment of majesty and authority, a king whose presence commands respect and instills fear. Its roar is not just a sound, it is a declaration of power that echoes across the plains, a reminder to all that this is its kingdom. Its movements are deliberate, radiating an aura of control and absolute confidence. The lion's life is one of maintaining order, of defending territory, and of asserting its place at the apex of the food chain. Its very existence is a testament to the power of size, strength, and the strategic use of force. It is the architect of the savanna's hierarchy, a majestic predator that has reigned supreme for millennia, its lineage etched into the very soul of the wilderness. When these two forces of nature cross paths, the encounter transcends a simple confrontation between predator and potential prey. It becomes a fascinating, almost philosophical study in courage versus authority, tenacity versus power. It is a moment where the unwritten rules of the wild are put to the ultimate test. The established order, represented by the lion's overwhelming physical advantage, is challenged by the honey badger's sheer, unadulterated defiance. This is not merely a fight for survival. It is a clash of two profoundly different ideologies of existence. One is built on the foundation of inherited power and physical supremacy, while the other is forged in the fires of relentless struggle and an unbreakable will to live on its own terms regardless of the odds stacked against it. The grass sways lightly as a lion, a magnificent male with a mane like a dark halo, patrols its territory. Each step is measured a slow, confident stride that leaves deep impressions in the dry earth. Its golden eyes scan the horizon, taking in the familiar landscape with the casual ownership of a monarch surveying his realm. The air around him seems to shimmer with his presence. He is the center of this world, the gravitational force around which all other life orbits. His existence is a continuous assertion of control, a quiet but firm declaration that this land and everything within it belongs to him. The scent of his passing lingers in the air, a warning and a promise of his undisputed reign. From a few meters away, a different kind of energy disturbs the stillness. A honey badger emerges from its burrow, a compact bundle of black and white muscle, shakes the dust from its thick, loose hide, and begins to survey the land with a sharp, intelligent awareness. There is no hesitation in its movements, no sign of fear or subservience. It is unbothered, its posture communicating a sense of belonging that is equal to the lion's, though derived from a completely different source. Its world is a landscape of opportunity and challenge, and it meets both with the same unflappable demeanor. The badger moves with a low-slung, determined gait, its mind focused on the immediate tasks of foraging and surviving, utterly indifferent to the hierarchies that govern others. The lion notices, its head turns, the massive muscles in its neck tensing slightly. A low, almost inaudible rumble begins deep within its chest. Its gaze, once sweeping and regal, now sharpens, locking onto the small, monochrome creature that has dared to intrude upon its path. The king has been seen, and protocol dictates a response. For any other creature of this size, the sight of the approaching lion would trigger an immediate, instinctual flight. The shadow of the apex predator is usually enough to clear the path, to send lesser animals scattering for the safety of cover. But the honey badger is not like any other creature. It doesn't retreat, stands its ground. It meets the lion's intense stare with one of its own, a look of pure, unadulterated defiance. Both animals pause, caught in a silent, high-stakes negotiation, as the savanna grows still. The chirping of insects seems to fade, and the wind holds its breath. It is a moment suspended in time, a tableau of primal communication where every subtle shift in posture carries immense weight. They are reading each other's intent, two vastly different minds, processing the same critical situation. The lion, accustomed to immediate submission, is confronted with an anomaly, a creature that does not recognize its authority. The honey badger, driven by a self-preservation instinct that manifests as aggression rather than fear, assesses its opponent not by its size, but by its immediate threat level. The space between them crackles with unspoken questions and challenges. The lion's strategy is rooted in overwhelming force. It relies on its immense strength, its sheer physical presence, and the territorial control that has been passed down through generations. A single swipe of its paw can shatter bone. Its powerful jaws are designed to crush and kill with terrifying efficiency. Its very roar can paralyze smaller creatures with fear, a psychological weapon as potent as its physical prowess. The lion's authority is not just earned, it's an inherent part of its being. Its power is visible, tangible, and has been proven time and time again. It expects the world to bend to its will, because for the most part, it always has. Its confidence is born from a legacy of dominance, an unbroken line of kings who have ruled these plains without serious contest from anything so small. In stark contrast, the honey badger depends on a completely different arsenal. Its survival is built on agility, a surprising turn of speed that can catch larger opponents off guard. Its legendary toughness is no myth. Its skin is remarkably thick and loose, allowing it to twist and turn even when held in a predator's jaws, bringing its own formidable claws and teeth to bear. But its greatest weapon is an intangible one, a sheer, ferocious determination that is rarely matched in the entire animal kingdom. The honey badger does not calculate odds, does not weigh its chances of victory or defeat. It simply commits to the fight with every fiber of its being. Its aggression, a shield, and a sword. Its courage is not a choice. It is a fundamental aspect of its nature, a biological imperative to never, ever back down. The standoff that ensues is a dramatic showdown where attitude speaks louder than size. The lion, perhaps intrigued or even slightly bewildered by this display of insolence, takes a deliberate step forward. It is a test, a physical question posed to the smaller creature, meant to gauge its resolve and expose its bluff. A low, guttural growl accompanies the movement, a clear warning that patience is wearing thin. The air thickens with anticipation as dust rises in a fine mist around the lion's massive paws. The atmosphere is heavy, charged with the raw energy of an imminent and unequal clash. The very land seems to be watching, waiting to see how this impossible confrontation will resolve itself. It's a standoff shaped not by force, but by personalities forged through the relentless crucible of survival. In response to the lion's advance, the honey badger does not cower. It lifts itself slightly, puffing out its chest and raising its tail, a display of unexpected confidence that borders on arrogance. A series of sharp, rattling hisses cuts through the silence, a sound disproportionately menacing for a creature of its stature. It is an explicit rejection of the lion's authority, a clear signal that it will not be intimidated. This is a battle of wills, a psychological war being waged in the seconds before any physical contact is made. The tension is palpable, a thick, invisible wall between the two animals. The moment stretches, each heartbeat a drumbeat marking the approach of a violent conclusion, a collision of two uncompromising forces. In the wild, power isn't measured solely by size. Sometimes it comes from spirit, resilience, and the refusal to back down. This encounter, whether it ends in a strategic retreat or a bloody battle, is a profound reminder of that truth. It illustrates that the savanna is a complex theater where the scripts are not always predictable. The king may rule the land, but the spirit of defiance, embodied in the small, fearless honey badger, ensures that no rule is absolute. It is in these rare and breathtaking moments of challenge that the true, multifaceted nature of the wild is revealed, a world where the strength of one's heart can, at times, be as mighty as the strength of one's claws. Who embodies true courage, the king of the savanna or the fearless honey badger? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more cinematic wildlife stories.